Hello, good morning, my dear students. Once again, I am very glad to meet you. And as we are going to start our studies, and I hope you would be fine at your home, and I am also fine. Today, I am going to start our textbook, First Flight. It's poem number 8, The Trees by Andreen Rich. First of all, its introduction I am going to give you. It's a deeply symbolical poem, and we can't appreciate it unless we understand the symbols used by the poetess in this poem. Houses, trees, and the forests are the three symbols used by the poetess. The house has been used as a symbol of human society in which man and woman should both live together. Trees are usually associated with beauty, charm, sweetness, shelter, and regeneration, as all these traits are true of women also, and poetess has therefore used trees as a symbol of woman, and the forests have been used as the symbol of man. Men, like forests, are, for all their usefulness, rugged and lack any order. The poetess has therefore used forests as the symbol of man. So this is a short introduction to this poem, and now I am going to start. Please open your book at on page number 98. The trees inside are moving out into the forest. The forest that was empty all these days, where no bird could sit, no insect hide, no sun bury its feet in shadow. The forest that was empty all these nights will be full of trees by morning. Here the poetess says that the speaker observes that the trees inside the house, trees which are inside the house, are moving out into the forest. Those trees which are inside the house, they are trying to go out towards the forest which has been empty for a long time. The forest which has been empty for a long time, so the trees are struggling to go into the forest. The trees are not moving actually. In this poem, the trees are not actually moving, but the poet imagines them to do so through an imaginary. Man is growing small trees, plants and bushes inside his house to create a false impression of nature being present in them. Men and women, what they do? They grow trees in their houses to make the environment or atmosphere more beautiful. But that beauty is not true beauty. That is false beauty, man-made beauty. As the forest outside was empty, no insect could hide. Hear this line, no insect hide. As the forest is empty, forest is not full of trees, so in this empty forest, no insects can hide themselves. Nor the sun could be hidden under the shadows of trees, because there are no trees. No sun bury. Bury means uh, can be hidden. No sun can be hidden in its shadow in the forest, because forest is not full of trees. The forest is empty, so the sun cannot hide its rays among the trees, because trees are not there. The poet feels that the forest outside shall be full of trees in the morning after the trees have moved out there. The poet feels that during the struggle of whole night, the trees would be successful to go into the forest, and the forest would be full of trees. Okay. The second stanza says, all night the roots work to disengage themselves from the cracks in the veranda floor. The leaves strain toward the glass, all twigs stiff with exertion. Long cramped buffs shuffling under the roof like newly discharged patients, half dazed, moving to the clinic doors. In this poem, one word has come here, disengage. Disengage means getting free. Cracks means small openings in the doors. Strain means try much. Struggle. Twigs here means branches. Stiff means hard. Exertion means strain, जोर पड़ता है जैसे. Long cramped, shrunk for long. Shuffling means moving. Half dazed, half shocked. In this stanza, the poetess wants to say that the poet finds that all night the roots of these trees and plants work to get free from cracks in the veranda floor. यानी सारी रात पेड़ जो हैं उनकी जड़ें, बरामदे की दरारें जो पड़ती हैं, cracks in the floors, they are struggling to get them free, to get themselves free out of the floors. The leaves also struggle hard towards the glass to get free. Leaves भी जो है struggle करती हैं अपने आप को free करने के लिए. The leaves strain towards the glass means, and the leaves also struggle hard towards the glass to get free. Small twigs, stiff means strain. The small twigs strain with exertion. The twigs have become very hard due to exertion to get free. Long cramped buffs shuffling under the roofs like newly discharged patient. The longer branches of the trees that have shrunk, वो दरवाज़ों के अंदर से उनकी जो सकड़ी जगह होती है वहाँ से निकलने के लिए रात भर उसके अंदर स्ट्रगल करते करते श्रंक हो गए, सुकड़ गए, बिकॉज ऑफ बीइंग इनसाइड द वॉल्स एंड अंडर द रूफ्स ऑल्सो स्ट्रगल टू बी फ्री. घर में बंद रह के वो श्रिंक हो गए, सुकड़ गए. कौन? ट्रीज. और अब वो बाहर जाने के लिए खुली हवा में, द ओपन एयर, ओपन स्काई, दे आर स्ट्रगलिंग. एंड in their efforts to go out into the forest, they are desperate to be free like the newly discharged patients. This is a simile. The trees here have been compared with the patients who are admitted already in the in a clinic, and now they are discharged, and they are very excited and very eager to go outside because they have been freed from by the डॉक्टर ने जैसे कि कुछ पेशेंट्स को फ्री किया हो, डिस्चार्ज किया हो, और दे आर वेरी ईगर टू, दे आर वेरी excited to go outside. They are very impatient here to go to their house, to their home, because they are discharged by their doctors. In the same way, the trees also struggle to go out of the house in a open area like forest. Through a simile, the poetess draws out a beautiful picture of these trees in their struggle to join the forest. Okay, these are 2 stanzas. Today I have cleared. Please read at home and try to understand once again by your own, and learn the meanings of these 2 stanzas. Important words, difficult words came in this stanza. Please learn. Okay, and the next remaining 2 stanzas we will take in the next video. Okay, goodbye, and stay home, stay safe. Okay, are you taking care of yourself, of your elders, youngers? Don't go outside in vain, and use sanitizer, use mask whenever you go out. Okay, take care of yourself. Okay, bye. Thank you and have a nice day.